They're an absolute clown show, Pete, and what we've seen in recent weeks is actually not a new phenomenon. They've been like this for the last 3.5 years. On the National Day of Mourning, in the aftermath of the worst terrorist attack on Australian soil, you had this conga line of half the opposition out on television cameras, literally bagging each other, tearing each other to pieces on a day that should have been a solemn day and was for most Australians and indeed most of the Parliament. And look, you can have a lot of jokes. There's objectively some funny things, watching them just hate on each other day after day, week after week, month after month, and now year after year. But I was chatting to Phil earlier. It's actually a really serious thing. You might expect me to come on here and make gags. You know, is Phil going to run for opposition leader? Is he joining One Nation? Is he in the Liberal Party, the Liberal National Party, the National Party? But it's actually a serious thing for the country. We need a functioning opposition in our democratic Westminster system. We don't have one. We need a functioning, realistic alternative government that people can choose from that wants to put forward policies and solutions, not just do the populist, extremist right thing that they're disintegrating into and stoke fear and anger and hate and division. The politics of grievance does not advance our country, and we need a functioning opposition. You might be surprised to hear me say this, but I mean it incredibly genuinely. I hope they get their act together, because the alternative is this atomisation and normalisation of One Nation and this extremist politics. You turn on your TV in other parts of the democratic world and you're seeing this hate and division and chaos. That's what One Nation and the others want to import into our country. They need to get their act together for Australians and actually do their job.